The two strongest forces in life are time and words. Once they're gone, you can't get them back. Words are like magic. They can heal or they can hurt. They can create something beautiful or destroy everything. Think about how just one sentence can lift someone up, while another can stay with them and hurt for years. Words don't cost anything, but their value is beyond measure. They're simple to say, yet powerful enough to change someone's entire world. Now, before we go any deeper, do me a quick favor, tap that like button, subscribe, and stay with me, because today I'm going to share a phrase so powerful that nearly every man will find it impossible to resist. Ladies, imagine this. You're standing in front of a vending machine. You put in your money, press the button, and wait, but nothing happens. What do? You push it again, maybe shake it or tap it, trying to make it work. This is what most people do in relationships. They keep pressing the same buttons, saying the same words, and hoping for different outcomes, but nothing changes. Men are wired in a particular way. If you don't truly understand what moves them, you'll keep doing what doesn't work and feel confused when things don't improve. Today, I'm giving you something like a master key. A lot of people think men are simple. Feed them, praise them, and they're good. But that's not quite right. Men feel things deeply. They just don't always show it. Society has taught them to be strong, to hide their emotions, to carry their responsibilities without complaining. Because of that, most men go through life with silent weight on their backs. They won't always express what's going on inside, but deep down they are hoping someone out there really understands them. And here's where many women get it wrong. They believe they have to be flawless, successful, or stunning to hold a man's interest. But what truly keeps a man? It's feeling understood, valued, and respected. Imagine it like this. If you've ever seen a stray dog, you'll know it doesn't easily trust people. It's been through a lot. Even if you offer it food, it might back away because it doesn't feel safe. But if you're patient, kind, and prove you're not going to hurt it, that dog will come to you willingly. Men aren't that different. Many carry emotional walls built from pain. They won't drop those walls just because you ask. They need proof that it's okay to be vulnerable. And nothing opens a man up faster than the right words spoken at just the right moment. Now, let me stop you here. This isn't about playing games or tricking someone into caring. It's about learning how to speak in a way that touches someone's heart, especially a man's. Most people talk, but very few know how to truly speak to someone's soul. Once you learn how to do that, everything changes. If you're ready to hear the phrase that can reach even the most guarded man's heart, stay close. You don't want to miss this. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Let's move forward. Words can either be tools or weapons. They cost nothing to use, but they can change everything depending on how you use them. Words can hurt deeply or they can heal. They can spark love or destroy it. One wrong phrase can ruin something beautiful, but one right sentence can make someone feel truly seen, deeply appreciated, and completely loved. Why do you think some speeches bring people to tears while others bore them? Why do some couples stay madly in love for decades while others fade apart even though they still say, I love you? It's not about how often you talk. It's about what you're saying and how you're saying it. Imagine walking in a dark forest at night. You've got one match. Use it carelessly and you could start a fire that burns down everything. Use it wisely and it could be the light that saves you. That's how words work. A careless joke, a cold comment, a sarcastic insult. Those things can destroy trust and closeness. But a sincere compliment, a kind word, something that speaks straight to someone's heart, that can create deep connection. So ask yourself, are you using your words to build bridges or to tear them down? Are you helping someone feel better or making them feel worse? A lot of people don't even realize they're doing damage. They talk without thinking, assuming words are just sounds in the air. But words carry energy. They don't disappear. They stay. They leave marks, good or bad. And here's something many people don't talk about. Men, no matter how tough they seem, are deeply impacted by words. Society tells them not to feel, not to cry, to tough it out. But here's the truth. Men remember the words that hurt them, a harsh statement from a parent, a cold word from someone they loved, a moment when they felt unseen. These things stay with them, sometimes for life. But the opposite is also true. A sincere phrase said with love can give a man strength. It can reignite his spirit and remind him of who he is. It can make him feel like he can take on the world. Throughout history, wars have begun because of words. Movements have been started. Hearts have been won. Miracles have happened, all because of speech. So I'll ask you one more time, how are you using your words? Soon, I'll share with you a phrase that can change everything. But first, you need to understand what men are actually craving, and it's probably not what you're expecting. Stay close. What's coming next may open your heart as well as your eyes. Tap that like button, subscribe, and let's continue. The strongest men are often the ones carrying pain silently. Society likes to show men as these solid, unfeeling warriors who don't need help or love. But that's far from the truth. Every man needs something. Many don't even know what it is, but they feel the emptiness. Since they were little boys, they were taught to never cry, never show weakness, never ask for support. So what do? They toughen up, they hide their struggles, they keep going as if they're fine. Picture a soldier in armor walking through life. His shoulders are heavy with pressure. He has scars from fights no one knows about. People think he's okay because he doesn't complain, but inside he's longing, not for money or attention. He wants to be seen, to hear someone say, I notice what you do. I appreciate how hard you try, and you matter. Men aren't looking for someone who's perfect. They're looking for peace. They want someone who doesn't make their life harder, but someone who makes it lighter. One of the simplest ways to do that is through words, honest, thoughtful words. You've probably seen how men spend years chasing approval from their boss, their dad, friends, strangers on the internet. That's because men are rarely told they're good enough. They're just expected to be. And here's the sad part. Many men go through their entire lives without hearing genuine praise from their parents, friends, or partners. Then we wonder why some men seem distant, why they stop opening up, why they shut down. When a man feels invisible, unheard, or unvalued, he eventually stops trying. But here's the great part. You can change that. Your words can be the light that gets through his defenses. A single sentence, when it's real and honest, can break down walls he's built for years. It can make him feel safe, worthy, and more than just a provider. So what can you say? What simple phrase can touch a man so deeply that he feels like he finally belongs? Stay with me, because I'm about to tell you. But first, let's look at the one thing men desire even more than love itself. Being understood is so close to being loved that most people don't even know the difference. We all hear compliments, but most of them don't stick. They're just noise. Men hear them, smile politely, and move on. But real words, the kind that make someone pause, breathe deep, and feel something, they're rare. Today, I'm giving you one of those. Now imagine you're in a desert with no water. The sun is burning you, and you're weak. Then someone shows up, not with gallons of water, but with a small, clean cup and says, this is for you. I see you're tired. You matter. That moment, it's unforgettable. The phrase I'm about to give you is like that cup of water. It may sound simple, but it's powerful. It tells a man that you see beyond his surface, that you understand his heart. It speaks directly to his soul and gives him something he didn't even know he was missing. Are you ready? Here it is. I notice what you do, and I'm thankful for the man you are, not just what you give, but who you are inside. Those words, they land different. They don't flatter, they affirm. They don't boost his ego, they feed his spirit. That kind of phrase can stay with a man for a lifetime. To say it, not just once, but often. Let it be real, let it be honest, let it be from your heart, and watch what happens. He may not cry, he may not say much, but inside something will shift because finally someone saw him, not for what he gives, but for who he is. And that, more than love, more than beauty, more than anything, is what truly touches a man's heart. Relentless, the sand burns and your body cries out for water. Out of nowhere, someone walks up and offers you a soda. It's cold, fizzy, maybe even tastes all right, but it won't quench your thirst. It won't save you. That's what flattery is. It might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't feed your soul. It doesn't touch your heart. And men, they're thirsty for something genuine. Here's the real truth. Most men move through life feeling unnoticed. They wake up, work all day, take care of their duties, fight through stress, and do what's required of them. And after all that, nobody truly sees them. Sure, they might hear, good job, or you're amazing, but those words feel too general, too shallow, too easy to forget. But when someone looks a man in the eyes and says, I see you, I see your effort, I respect what you do, everything shifts. Because that's not just kind words. That's real recognition. That's true validation. That's saying you're not invisible. Your struggle, your effort, your work, it matters. Men long for respect and appreciation even more than they long for love. That's not just someone's idea. That's real experience. That's what life shows us again and again. Think about this. A woman can tell a man, I love you, but if she keeps putting him down, ignoring what he does, or brushing off his efforts, he'll feel empty. But if she says, I admire what you do, I know how hard you work, I value you, that gives him strength. That lifts him up. That makes him want to do anything for her. Because respect isn't just liking someone, it's giving them honor. And when a man feels honored, he feels powerful. So let's be clear, forget about flattery. Let go of the typical praise. Use words that go deeper, that really touch the heart. When a man hears, I see you, it's like a breath of fresh air after holding it in for too long. It's like water in a dry desert. You might be asking, when do I say this? How do I say it so it really connects? Well, timing is everything. And in the next part, I'll tell you exactly when and how to use these words so they break through his guard and land deep in his heart. So stay with me. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep going. Respect is one of the most important ways to show love. If love keeps a relationship warm, respect keeps it alive. Without it, love starts to fade, no matter how strong it was. Let's be honest. A man could hear I love you 100 times, but if he doesn't feel respected, those words lose their meaning. Love without respect is like giving someone food but never letting them sit down and eat. It leaves them empty in a different way. Imagine a knight in shining armor. He goes out to battle, fights hard, defends the land, and comes home tired and bruised. Do you think he wants gold or a crowd yelling his name? No. What he wants, more than anything, is for his queen to look him in the eye and say, I see you, I honor you, I respect you. Because here's the hard truth. Many men would rather be alone than be with someone who doesn't respect them. And what's sad is that many women don't even realize they're showing disrespect. Men may not always say it, but they feel it. They feel it when they're overlooked, second-guessed, or treated like they're not trying hard enough. They feel it when they give their best and hear that's not good enough. They feel it when their strengths are ignored and their pain goes unseen. And when a man doesn't feel respected, one of two things happens. He either shuts down or walks away. Either way, something in the relationship begins to fade. But when a man feels truly respected, everything begins to shift. Respect tells a man, I value what you do, I admire your strength, but I also understand your struggles. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. And when a man feels that, he blossoms. He doesn't just feel loved, he feels secure. He feels free to be himself. He feels safe to open up, to build something lasting with you, to give his best. Because respect doesn't just make him feel good, it unlocks the best in him. Think about it. Every powerful man, every strong leader in history had someone who believed in him. Someone who said, I see your power. I respect your effort. That belief, that respect, it's fuel. It's what pushes a man forward. So let me ask you, do you truly respect the man in your life? Not just when he's doing great, but when he's struggling. Not only when he's strong, but when he's open and vulnerable. Because the truth is, men hunger for respect the same way women long for love. And when you really understand that, you'll realize just how simple it is to make a man feel seen, appreciated, and deeply connected to you. Now, you might be asking, how do I show respect in a way that really reaches him? Stay with me, because in the next part, I'll give you the exact words that make a man feel more respected than ever. If you're finding this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's move forward. To show your weakness is to open your heart. To be vulnerable is to show you're strong. My friends, let's clear something up. Being vulnerable is not being weak. If you believe it is, you've been taught the wrong thing. Vulnerability is real power. It takes courage to stand in front of someone with no shields and say, "This is who I truly am." That kind of strength is deeper than any act of pretending. Imagine you're wearing heavy armor. It's uncomfortable, but you've had it on for years. Why? Because somewhere along the way, life taught you that showing your real self could be dangerous. Maybe someone hurt you, laughed at you, judged you. So you built walls, and they were strong. Now think about meeting someone else wearing their own armor. Both of you stand there, guarded, hiding. What happens? Nothing. No connection, no real trust, just two people pretending. But the moment one of you removes your armor, everything starts to shift. It's like placing a white flag in the middle of a war zone. It says, "I'm not here to fight. I trust you. Do you trust me?" That's why vulnerability isn't a flaw, it's an offer. And men need that offer more than you might realize. Men have been told all their lives that they need to be strong, that they must always be in control, that emotions are signs of weakness. So they keep everything inside. And because of that, many men walk around like solid buildings, tough on the outside, but holding all their pain inside. Pain they won't speak about, fears they won't admit. But here's something important. When a man sees you being vulnerable, it gives him permission to do the same. It tells him, you don't need to be perfect. You can be real with me. You can take off the mask. And that is priceless. There's a simple phrase that, when said with truth, can break through even the toughest defenses. I believe in you. I'm here no matter what. Not I'll be here if you succeed, or I'll stay as long as you don't fail. Just I'm here no matter what. Those words are life-saving to a man who's drowning in doubt, pressure, or quiet pain. Those words can turn loneliness into relief. And when he hears them, his walls won't fall because he's weak, but because he finally feels safe enough to let them down. So I ask you, are you willing to be the first to take off your armor? Because when you do, that's when real connection is born. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to turn this into a bond so deep, so solid, that he'll never forget the way you made him feel. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay close. What's coming next is where it all shifts. The words are powerful, but only when used at the right time. The right message at the wrong time can have the wrong effect. You could have the most caring words, the truest message, but if you share it at the wrong moment, it might not land. Or worse, it might push someone further away. Picture this. You're trying to plant a seed on hard pavement. Doesn't matter how good the seed is, it won't grow. But if you plant it in the right soil at the right time, it will grow into something strong and lasting. That's how words work. Ever tried to comfort someone when they're angry? Didn't go too well, right? Ever tried to cheer someone up when they're buried in their doubts? Sometimes they can't even hear you because the moment isn't right. And this is where many people go wrong. They focus on what to say, but not when to say it. But when you take time to understand his energy, his quiet feelings, his inner struggles, your words become a gift, not a burden, a shelter, not just background noise. And when you speak the right words at the right moment, that's when defenses drop. That's when connection grows strong. Stay with me, because up next, I'll show you exactly how to make your words count when they matter most. How to do is number 7, speak with strength. Speak with intention. The words you speak become the place you live in now. My friends, the words you use today will shape the connections of tomorrow. They're not just noises. They're seeds. You either plant something that grows into trust, care and honor, or something that fades into hurt, distance, and sadness. Ever notice how some people can walk into a room, say just a few words, and suddenly gain respect, attention, or even of it's not magic, it's not chance, it's the power of clear words. But listen, this isn't about learning the perfect lines or playing tricks. That's not real, and men can sense it. This is about talking from your heart with purpose, with strength, because at the end of the day, every man, no matter how tough, how accomplished, how sure of himself, wants three simple things: to be truly seen for who he is, to be honored for his work, his hopes, his challenges, to have someone believe in him when the world questions him. And when you give him that, almost all men won't be able to walk away. So my friend's words can build or destroy. Everything, use them with care. See him for real, respect his path. Believe in who he is, and watch how he moves closer, stays longer, and treasures you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and go speak with strength